Good afternoon and welcome to yet another podcast on D-Life course review. My name is Shayan Datta. I am a certified D-Life health consultant as well as a core member of D-Life team. Today we have Mr. Swapnil Pawar. Swapnil is an IT professional with over 15 years of experience in the IT industry and he is from Pune. Incidentally, I'm also from Pune, so we are from the same city. Outside of work, Swapnil is also a devoted husband and a father. He has got deep interest in nature, philosophy, and nutrition. Probably that's what brings him to D life as well. And also, he enjoys exploring thoughtful living and continuous learning, contributing to personal and professional growth. Swapnil, welcome to the D Life Course Review today.
Thank you very much, sir, and thanks for introduction.
Thanks. So, Swapnil, as you know that we will go through the your views and your thoughts on how you felt about the course over the next 20-25 minutes. So, just jumping into the topic right now, Swapnil, just explain to us and our viewers that what made you study nutrition and why did you opt for D Life?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, sir. So, sir, I was interested in nutrition before also, but I didn't know I was actually looking into nutrition. I was more into cooking than nutrition. I like that part. I used to cook and I was very foodie person. But in that search of different nutrition and styles, and I came across on Twitter with Shashi sir's tweet. I started following him for a while now, and when I was reading his tweet, I got to know a lot more about this different aspect of nutrition and this low carb high fat diet. I was not aware at all of about this kind of diet and how its impacts can be on someone's health. And when I started following for a few months, I realized that okay, this guy really makes sense because this dieting and nutrition space is very noisy. Everyone has their own opinion, and they are often contradictory to each other, and people keep fighting. But when I started reading about more on low carb and following his tweet and Anup's Twitter on the Twitter, I I kind of felt confident that whatever these guys are saying makes sense, and I should look more into it. And that's how I got into more into actual nutrition. Then I started following them there, and then eventually I thought, okay, they are having so much of uh, knowledge and wisdom. Why not to join the course? And that's when I decided to get enrolled into the D Life course. Yeah.
That's great, Swapnil. Thanks for that. And you mentioned that you were a foodie and you liked cooking and all those things, right? And
Mhm.
one of the part of nutrition is about food, right? And now that you have completed the course, whether it is about food, whether it is about the variety of food that you can have while being into the low carb metabolic journey, what are your quick thoughts about what really moved you about the course? What really kind of set you apart when it comes to the completion of the course and the entire thing?
Yeah. So when I started in the course, the initial part itself was a lot of myth busting. Though I was not completely unaware of this because of the reading the tweets from Shashi sir and Anup sir, but when I started reading it on the actual course, those were quite shocking for me, and those myth busting set the path to the learning actually. And then there are a lot of deep dive into the science behind why low carb is actually works and why it is needed. Correct. Once you understand the science behind it, you cannot unsee that thing. No matter who else is telling you anything, once you understand the science, you have a better arguments, and you feel confident that okay, you are on the right path. And that's what this course is structured for. It doesn't just tell you the do what I say, but it actually tells you why to do that. Lot of science, lot of references, lot of publication links are provided, lot of video lectures from the experts are there, so that all makes it so comprehensive that from myth busting to the actual science to the energy pathway until uh, you know um, handling clients. So it has anything, one who wants to take this nutrition, maybe as a career, they have these comprehensive things in the course, and that's what I felt, very comfortable about the course, that you have A to Z in the course in front of you. It is just about your capability, how much you can learn and absorb from the course. And it's a big course. It takes time to complete. It takes time for you to comprehend everything if you are not from this medical background. But yeah, eventually, I think I was able to understand the course.
Great. And I think I will take a couple of these points that you kind of mentioned rightfully. Is number one, it's a very comprehensive course, right? It's science based. It kind of busts the myth about nutrition, about human body, about science in itself. And you also mentioned that if you're not from the medical background, then probably you have to kind of really go deep into the course and understand what it is. But on that note, just wanted to clarify and ask you that not being from medical background, does it really have an advantage or disadvantage to complete the course, or is it that you not being from a medical background helps you to kind of understand the myths and bust them more?
I don't know, maybe disadvantage about what not being from medical background, but what I feel, I did not have much of preconceived notions with me. There were, of course, some of them, but once you start reading the myths, and you you know that yeah, I follow the same kind of myths, and they are really not working for any one of us. So being not from medical background really was not big disadvantage, but also helped me, uh, to start from zero, because I was not anywhere, in the medical field, or have any preconceived notion about the food or medicine or anything. So I started with a clean sheet. So that was actually helpful for me, for not being a medical.
Great. Coming back to the entire ecosystem of D Life and the course in itself, I think one part is the course, and the other part is also what comes with it, right? The forum, the recipes, the WhatsApp community that we have today, the regular discussions and peer, reviews that are happening. Um, how would you how would you view that support that the resources that the course itself, not the course, the study material
Mm-hmm,
itself, but the
yeah.
other things that kind of, how do you kind of, view that?
Correct, correct. So, science force will set you on a path, correct? But when you read other things that comes along in the life, like our forum interaction, especially when I read those, it gives me more of a, I would say, experience of handling cases, reading multiple reports on the forum or interaction, and how the cases were handled previously, what discussions were there for for many years now, and reading those give me quick start of my this nutrition consulting journey, because um, without knowing all these so many cases and their histories and experience of different people, it would be difficult for you to give very good consultation to anyone who comes to you. So that is it's, I would call it, is like I'm just gaining experience without spending the time. Just the discussion on WhatsApp community, just yes, and so
Yeah, apologies for that. We just lost a little bit of Wi-Fi connection here, but Swapnil, we were talking about the forum and the other things that comes with the
yes.
course.
Right, like I told you, the forum interaction are very helpful for new person like me to gain experience without spending much time on the I'm getting a lot of experience of other people in a very short time, just going through the interaction of forum and reading all the case studies there, and also the WhatsApp community that we have. Only the reading those messages also gives me a lot of knowledge, and helps me understand new aspects and new experience from the people. So yeah, those support system are very helpful, and I think without those two things, becoming a good consultant will be very, very difficult.
Sure, sure. I think for the benefit of the viewers, I would also like to mention and repeat the same, which I do in every review as such, is the forum that Swapnil spoke about has got 10 plus years of case studies across various metabolic issues and lifestyle diseases, which are real life case studies. They're like real life community trials, and not randomized ones. It has got 2000 plus recipes today, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, you name it, you got it, which is basically low carb and very scientifically curated for people who want to follow the low carb protocol that Anup has created of 100-gram carb per day. And also the WhatsApp community, which kind of continuously discusses, debates, shares various learnings and findings in a real-time basis. Those are the three kind of pillars of the D-Life Metabolic Diploma course, apart from the course material that you get. Um, Coming to you, Swapnil, and personally to you, how has been your experience through this entire certification journey?
Yeah. So when I enrolled for certification, since it's an online course, I thought I do it over the weekends only. But I kind of got some time in the weekdays to go through some of the material because it's a very big and comprehensive course. So you need to spend a time, and it's not like you read one article once and you will understand it completely. You may have to go through some articles couple of times, and so for me, the journey was little slow. I started reading it whenever I get time, and used to revise few of the articles. And especially, I would say the video lectures, those were there in the course, were very helpful, easy to go through, and understand since those were in the video form. So my experience with the course was, earlier it was a slow progress, but once I got up to the speed and started understanding the actually what this course is about and what low carb lifestyle is about, then I was able to speed up my journey and learn more about different aspects of human body and this low carb diet.
Marvelous. Thank you so much for that. And just again for the viewers, DLI provides two different kind of certifications. One is the India certification, which is NSSA partner, which makes it legally tenable in India to practice metabolic health consulting, and obviously CPDSO UK, the largest 144 hours of credit that you get in this area, which makes you legally tenable to practice in 40 plus countries. Swapnil, now that you are legally certified, are you handling clients now, or how are you kind of implementing that in your day-to-day activities?
Yes. So, Sayan, I have a couple of clients with me now since enrolled in last month. But before that, actually, when I enrolled for course, and even before that, I actually started following myself the a low carb diet. And once I enrolled for course, got more information about it, I myself started following this, the very specific or 100-gram carb formula and all the low carb whatever we learn in the course. And I myself have felt so much better for my for my activities that I do, daily activities as well as my cycling activity. So I myself see a improvement. So it is very easy for me to tell to anyone who comes to me for consultation that I'm not just preaching. I'm also following myself the low carb diet, and that also give confidence to other people that I'm not just a preacher. I'm also the follower, and you also feel nice when you are telling someone that is going to change someone's life. You are confident about it, and so that's how after completing my course, once I got my certificate, I started telling people about a low carb diet, usually within my family, friends, and colleague circle, and that's how I'm currently working with a couple of clients. And in future also, I wish to continue this with the wider circle.
Sure. Would you like to kind of talk a little bit more about what kind of clients you have right now without going into too much details?
Yeah, I have a couple of clients. Both are uh, highly insulin resistant, but they can be mostly for weight loss. And their aim is to when they came to me, their aim was to reduce the weight. But once we have gone through their blood reports, we were able to understand there are a few more important things, like some blood markers were off the chart, like fasting insulin nobody tests, and the first time they test it and it looks awful. Also, some vitamin deficiencies and some inflammation markers were out of the box. And so those things we are working, but the client's main goal was to get reduce their weight. But parallelly, we are also working on the other biomarkers.
And all the best to you for the same. Just a couple of last questions from my side, Swapnil, and whatever you want to add.
Mhm.
Obviously, we always talk about we are doing a course or any course we have certain amount of investment we make, time wise, money wise,
Mm,
effort wise, and then we kind of see over a period of time whether it is giving us some returns or not.
mm.
Purely from return perspective, whether it's financial or effort or time, what do you think the course fees that that D Life kind of today you have to subscribe to? Is this kind of giving you the worth, or is up to the expectations that you kind of started with?
All right, yes, sir. So I would say even financially, the course fees is really worth. Even if you do not take, even if I decide not to take any client and not charge any fees for it, then also I would say financially this course makes very sense because you yourself understand so much about nutrition and health that you will help you yourself and your family, and that way by preventing diseases you will save a lot of money anyway. So if you, from that perspective, financially also this course makes very sense. And since this course is only one of its kind, you will not find such a comprehensive courses which are even legally tenable. Um, Even if one decides to go for consulting in the lookout space, um, actually we see around us there are a lot many people who needs this kind of guidance these days. So if someone wants seriously go into this as a career, then also there is, I think, a lot of scope. So whatever efforts I have put into my time as well as financially, I think it is worth it, always.
Great. I think you are kind of hit the nail on the coffin, saying that you know the worth of the course is not about the course only, but all the other things that come with it. And it is the largest of its kind in the world today, and it's globally tenable. Just any last words that you would like to tell someone who wants to enroll for the course? Any advice that you would like to give?
Yes, so anyone who is looking to enroll this course, I just have one advice that um, you will never regret enrolling and completing this course because you will get so much of knowledge that even you, right now you don't have expectation of that kind of knowledge, and once you enroll and complete the course, the kind of knowledge and also the support system that you will get from the DLife is unbelievable, and you will be part of such a great community. Those all things, considering all these things, I think anyone who wants to get into low carb, this is the course you should do.
Fair enough. Thank you, Swapnil, so much for the time today. I know it's a Sunday afternoon, and thank you for taking
Thank you,
time to
sir.
kind of talk to us and talk about the D Life Low Carb Metabolic Health course. And all the best to your overall journey as well as journey as a consultant. We hope to kind of see
Yeah.
you successful in that area also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much.